Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Thursday, March 15th, 2018 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is my story is an important aspect of my spiritual flow. And what keeps popping into my head is that, your life's a story, you might as well make it a good one. A really good one. What is the story you want to tell? We're back into the realm of story as we have the moon preparing and shifting into Pisces early in the morning, 3:12 a.m., preparing us for the new moon. New moon energy where we can set intentions. But this new moon is really a powerful one because it is in Pisces and it is at these final degrees of Pisces. So it really is like closing the chapters, closing like part 1, part 2, part 3 in whatever your story is. It's a definitely karmic cycle that is ending right now. What part of your stories have this karmic energy that is being called to be ended at this time? It may be a story around lack that you have been telling. It may be a story you've been telling around your health. It may be a story of conditioning. It may be a story of the world and your place in the world or your lack of a place in the world. What is your story? Realize again that your story is an important guiding force in your personal spiritual flow. And if you do not like how your flow is going right now, check your stories. What story are you telling? What is your dominant story? What illusions are you choosing? You have the opportunity to shift that. And there's a lot that's going on underneath that's kind of helping us work this. Overall, astro transit wise, it's not a huge day of transit. Like I said, the moon is going to shift into Pisces 3:12 a.m., taking us deeper into dream world. We can do a lot of work in that dream space. Before that shift, we have the moon in Aquarius connecting to Mars in Sagittarius. Mars at the final 2 degrees of Sagittarius. Mars working the galactic center. Some people really like to talk about the galactic center energy. I think that this is part of some shift that's going on. And hopefully, my hope is always the shift in how you are taking action. Are you taking that aligned action? That action that's like, yes, this is true to me. That moon in Aquarius is reminding you, listen to your vibes. If something feels off in your vibrations, then it's kind of shifting your focus. It's kind of shifting your aim. It's kind of shifting your story as well. So get clear in that vibration so that you can take that aim that is authentic to you. After the moon shifts into Pisces later in the day, it will be connecting to Saturn. Now remember, Saturn is at 8 degrees. Personal responsibility is up. Personal responsibility around your illusions. Personal responsibility around your stories. Personal responsibility even for your dreams. Personal responsibility around your spiritual self. Are you showing up and taking responsibility? Are you giving due timing, due structure into these energies? Saturn in Capricorn's like, hey, you got to give due time. You've got to give due, effort's not really the right word, but due space, consciousness, examination to these energies in order to help guide your flow. Besides that, like I said, Mars finishing up in Sagittarius. Mars is at 28 degrees and then shifting to 29 degrees, that final degree. So you are going to be tested on your action in alignment with your passion and in alignment with how you are taking that aim. That Sagittarius is always about taking that aim into the infinite possibilities. And I'm hearing the infinite impossibilities. Into that realm, into your dreams. Mars is helping you take that guided action, but stay true, stay focused on that target energy. Chiron has moved to 28 degrees in Pisces. Chiron, in April is going to be, in a month actually, almost exactly a month, is going to be shifting into Aries for a time being. But Chiron finishing up 28 degrees, 29 degrees, those final 2 degrees have so much work in them. Chiron in Pisces has been doing so much karmic work. So this is a very potent time of shifting stories releasing karmic energies that are influencing our stories, cutting these cords, releasing these energies. Now, it's really interesting because I've been doing the Past Lives Intensive group. That has been one of the most amazing experiences. It's been so fun for me, and I've really loved it and gotten so much from it myself as I've helped guide it. But I can tell you, the karmic energies that are shifting right now are very intense. These people are obviously very focused on it, but I do think that this is all around for everybody. There's no mistake in the timing of doing this at this time. So just really be aware as we build into this new moon. We are in the dark of the moon energy. Stuff rises, and with these energies, there is completion happening. Keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye focused on what you are aiming for. Let's dig into the cards. All right, so there's a lot going on. There's so much going on, like energetically, and you are meant to experience what's going on. Trust that you are meant to experience what's going on. You are going to want to control it. And there's two methods of control. You know, there's the control like I'm going to focus, I'm going to take my aim, I'm going to be vigilant about my stories, I'm going to allow myself to experience, I'm going to be conscious about allowing myself to experience, I'm going to be conscious about my trust experience. That's one form of control. The other is, I don't like any of this and I'm going to do everything I can to resist it and change it. We're going to fall in one of two categories with this. I highly recommend the first because, oh my God, this doesn't feel good. So just be really aware. We are in Pisces. This is surrender. This is flow. This is the unknown. And I'm with you on that. Like I said to a friend this morning, like I wish I could just flip ahead a few chapters right now just to see what's going to happen with my life because everything's up in the air. You may feel that way too. It's okay. The universe has got it under control. Keep taking the guided action and keep focusing on yourself and clearing out anything that you need to clear out personally to help you take that aligned step. Clearing out that conditioning. And part of the conditioning is the fear. And as I've been saying, a big thing about this year is shifting from fear to love. And both my Osho card and the Miracles Now card deal with that energy. Where is the fear in your stories? If the fear is in your stories, you're not grounded in source. You're not grounded in love. You're grounded in probably some past wounding. Again, in the group, we're seeing a lot of these fears that do have these stems in these past life energies. And it's this irrational stuff like, what's really going on? I don't know what's really going on. Okay, it's old. What is my story and how am I going to shift my story? So you have that ability in and through these energies. Do it now. Work with this dark of the moon. I choose to reinterpret my fears from a loving perspective. What would happen if you approached your stories from that place? Right? All right, and the final card from Rumi, Beyond the Threshold of Fear. Enter the lion's jungle. Don't think about getting hurt. Fearful thoughts are phantoms of the mind. No one is harmed in this jungle. Everything is compassion and love. It is your fear holding you back, like a bar behind the door. After so long, you are changing your relationship with fear. No more shall it hold you in its thrall. You are becoming able to observe it, to witness it, even to have compassion rather than resistance. Instead of unconsciously sabotaging your growth and choosing to slumber in darkness, you awaken and delight in the light and sound of your divine being. Push and pull, one step forward and a half step back. So it has been for so long, and you have endured. Yes, you are winning the race, brave one, and fear is left to fizzle out. It was always a far less beautiful firework than your passionate conviction for love anyway. Better to let that dazzling firework come to light instead, much more satisfying. And oh, what a spiritual marathon you have been running. Now the end is in sight. You are drinking the sacred waters to replenish you from your journey. The cups are pushed into your hand by encouraging angels as you approach that blessed sash marking the finish line. Your body and soul are on this journey together, and now they are ready for victory and yes, to rest and recover from the effort. Rest now before a new adventure begins from a completely different state of being. Oh my. This oracle comes with spiritual guidance for you. You have broken through a barrier, a self-imposed barrier of fear. Whether it seemed to originate from within your consciousness or from an external set of circumstances, it held you back from taking steps that you are now taking or just about to take. These steps may feel strange, new, uncertain, and exciting. Your mind may not know how to receive or your mind might not have received the memo that fear-based existence is no longer in operation for you. It may need a loving, tender, reassuring, and firm update that the relationship you have with fear is now different. You are the witness, not the victim. Your consciousness is strong enough to hold it in compassion. Hold it in compassion. You don't collapse under its weight. In fact, it's becoming less and less substantial for you. When it is there, it seems less convincing than what it once appeared to be. Compelling still at times, perhaps, but not anywhere near as powerful as it once was. That power has been claimed by your heart instead. So, give your mind the memo, get used to the new way, and take steps. Test your legs. You will find them powerful and ready. Get set to fly. Test your wings. Trust is one, daring is the other. You'll find them enthusiastic for flight and ready to learn to ride the currents, purpose-built for soaring great heights. Trust in your vision without the murky filter of fear. It is sharp and clear. You now see what is meant for you and what is true for you and what is beckoning you forward now. Take the running leap. There is no darkness and light for you anymore. Just life, living free and clear. I'll be running and flying beside you. We'll soar and dive and rise together. Let's play. All right, the sacred honoring ritual is place your hands on the belly and say aloud, with the aid of Rumi, who loves me without condition, and the love and grace of Mother Earth, I lay down all fear that is no longer serving my great soul purpose. I release it now with complete forgiveness, acceptance, and gratitude. Be at peace, old fear. I love that. Be at peace, old fear. Thank you for your teachings. Return to the Earth Mother now. I no longer bind you to me. Wow, powerful. Slowly and purposefully move your hands from your belly towards the earth, as if taking the fear from your body and dropping it with reverence into the receiving earth at your feet. Repeat that movement 3 times, or for however long feels necessary. You may also like to repeat the movement with your hands, moving from your heart down towards the earth. And then from your head, especially the head, sweeping gently down towards the earth. When you are ready, clear. When you are ready, say, through the grace of Rumi, fear is replaced with wisdom. I am gently, powerfully restored to my inherent divine radiance, ready to live my life with love filled with trust, patience, boldness, and tender affection. So be it. And you have finished your honoring ritual. So, that is it for today. Good stuff. Good work. There is enough love in the world for you. The better it gets, the better it gets. And you can always book readings at GaiaBlooming.com. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.